Good morning, how are you? Today's video is one of the latter categories of the usual thing I put in the description, which says generally just enjoy life on two wheels. So today is a bit of a unique one again, in that it's a delivery. We're delivering a Vespa to one of my best friends for his birthday, but it's not quite a Vespa. Well, I'll get into it now. So, here is the precious cargo, and it's expertly packaged and attached to the thing. And also, I'm trying out a slightly different camera angle today. Usually, you'd be in line with my chin. This time, you're slightly dropped below it, still at the same point, so I can do this and make you get sick. But I'm figuring maybe you'll see more of the bike and more straight ahead. It'll be a better framing. We'll see. Let's go. So right now, where are we? We're somewhere near Dungarvan town. I just wanted to pull aside somewhere to film the intro for this. Also, I'm going to figure out a different placement for the microphone, because I find that in these latest videos, half the thing you're hearing is me breathing, and maybe I do just breathe that heavily, but you don't need to hear that all the time. So, oh god. Hello. Oh, my eyes. Grass. So, Ben is a mod, which half the audience, my viewers, will know exactly what that is, and half of them won't. It's someone who's interested in ska music and reggae, and back in the 60s you had mods versus rockers. Now, we won't get into the politics of that, but ever since I've been on my bike, I've been trying to convince Ben to get his Vespa, to get his car license on his Vespa. Do you see that rabbit? And well, Ben's doing a PhD, which is a pretty huge deal, and he's in the 4th year of it now, and he's coming up towards the end, so it's been a pretty stressful time for him. So I'm hoping this gift will be something to give him a little boost of serotonin and joy in these twilight hours of his educational journey. That's nice. So, what's in the box? What's in the box? I'll tell you what's in the box. It's a sort of Vespa 125, in that it's a Lego model of a Vespa 125. Now, Lego of late has made leaps and bounds. I say of late, I mean within the last 15 years. And they started appealing to the adults in their the adult end of their market, with the sets targeted towards adults. And you might think, oh, it's Lego, it's just a cheap little model. They're not cheap, but they also hold their value. But that's besides the point. It looks great, as you can see from the box art, and I can't wait for Ben to send me some pictures when he's finished making it. And this isn't their first nice model of motorbike. They have lots of other ones. In the past they've had a BMW 1250 GS, which I think looks great. It even has the square panniers, which Lego translates well into squares. They also did a Harley Davidson Fat Boy, which I'm not into Harley Davidsons, but that looks great. And if I was to get that set, I imagine you could easily reuse the pieces to make it into a sort of maroon Bullet 500, which is what I would do. And they've had a few others, like some other faired bikes, and they even have, I think, is it a Ducati Multistrada or a Ducati Panigale? One of the Ducati families. Do you have it in you to overtake this guy? Oh, come on, you can do it. Yes! Good bullet. As you can see, the Bullet has been flying in of late. I don't know what it is, but it's just been performing extremely well. That was a gradual but nonetheless uphill battle for it, and it overtook decently. Obviously with a different bike you're going to fly past it, but on this that's a timely manner at least to me. It's a very forgiving bike. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. They had a Ducati Panigale that actually has a working transmission, gears and all that. Speaking of BMWs, I think that was an F800, but so hopefully this gift will be something to give him a little bit of a break and take his mind off it, because if nothing else, Lego is fairly therapeutic. In other news, before this video started, I just left my father, who was out on the final voyage I'll take with him on his BMW 1250 GS, I would imagine. Auf Wiedersehen, ciao, GS, because he's trading it in for a Z900. Oh, you very naughty Bullet. 120, good lord, don't tell the police. 120 is 110. He's traded it in for a Z900, which is a lovely bike. Saddlebags knows, and I'm looking very much forward to seeing it, and maybe if I'm lucky he'll let me take a spin on it. It's a lovely bike, retro styled. Plenty of reviews out there. You don't need me to tell you that, but looking forward to that. And then again, in other motorcycle related news, my dad actually sent me on a text during the week of a listing on Dundeel for a Ural. Now, as you know, I love old bikes and old style bikes, and Ural is no exception to that, with its heritage and everything. But this Ural was one, as you know, the Ural was a Russian redesign, re-engineering of the BMW R75 World War II sidecar outfit. But this person has taken their 1969 Ural and converted it to look just like one of those BMWs, right down to even the badge. And it's a steal, the price it was. And I'm nearly glad it was sold. I inquired about it, what would need to be done to get it back up running again. But it was a steal at €1,500. Gosh, what a price. But you know, I'm probably better off. Hello. I'm probably better off having not bought it. But we'll see. When I win the lotto, I'll buy a garage and then use that to house all my motorcycles. Do you know what I think it could be? In terms of the Bullet performing much better recently. I put the stock exhaust back on it. I don't think you're going to see it by me doing that. You know what it looks like though. But I put that back on it, and ever since, it hasn't been burning through oil quite as quickly, or unrelated, but somehow still at the same time, the tyres have been holding their pressure really well. And it must be down to the exhaust. Well, the oil level, not the tyre pressure. I don't see how that could affect that, but it's great. In the meantime, thanks for joining me on the way down to Cork today, and thanks for watching this video. Hope you'll give a like and give me a comment, because I always love to hear from you. And if you're not subscribed, go on. What's stopping you? There's some exciting developments on the way. Exciting developments shouldn't get in the way. Exciting developments on the way very soon. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.